Welcome everybody, this is Bulldog here, and today I got my first taste of this brand new regurgitated raid, and I just wanted to show you guys kind of what I was able to do with some of the different factions here. So we're going to start out with the Jedi faction. I'm getting so many questions about what can Jedi do, what can Rebels do, what can these different factions do, and so I want to try and get some videos out there that are not necessarily guides. I'm not ready to start putting together guides because we're still kind of optimizing some strategies, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of what some of these different teams can do. So please send me footage. Get in contact with me if you're running this raid, if you're recording it. Send me what these various teams can do. I'd love to get some videos up. Be sure to subscribe if you want to continue to see these, and I'll try my best to get some footage up there of what all these different factions are doing through each phase. But anyways, on to this Jedi team here. This is the first one we're going to look at. This is a Jedi Master Luke lead, and we're going to take advantage of his lead ability. Excuse me, his lead ability that's going to do damage. It's a percent damage based on his max protection. So these guys are not arena modded. I didn't want to be doing a ton of damage that was solely based on having great mods. So you'll see the mods at the end, but they're not that great. But you mod Jedi Master Luke for as much protection as possible. He's got about 100k base protection here. And that's going to allow us to do a decent chunk of damage every time we use this lead ability. And I couldn't quite figure out who was best to call to assist here. So there are kind of three characters that I would think about calling to assist. So you've got Gas, who can do a decent chunk of damage. You've got Jedi Knight Luke, who can do a decent chunk of damage and decrease the crit damage of the Rancor. But then a lot of times I was actually just calling Hermit Yoda. And the reason I was doing that is because one of the trends you're going to see throughout this raid is that you need to make each hit count as much as possible. Weak hits are the worst possible thing you could do in this raid because it's just going to feed turn meter, 15% turn meter every time the Rancor is hit. So Hermit Yoda doesn't attack, so that's going to allow us to only do the damage from Jedi Master Luke's lead ability, which is a significant chunk, as you can see every time we hit, it's what, 70,000 damage or so. So that's an efficient hit. So, and it really kind of, again, I kind of went back and forth. So this is absolutely not meant to be a guide on how to run these. This is just kind of giving you guys an idea of what it's initially looking like. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about that Devour, but we do have Joey who can bring people back. I feel like these are the only Jedi I had to work with. I feel like maybe if I could have gotten an extra healer in there or some sort of dispel, maybe we could have done a little bit more. I feel like I could have possibly survived longer, and the longer you survive, obviously the more damage you can do. Jedi Master Luke is losing a lot of offense, but you don't lose much damage from that lead ability. So I feel like maybe there's a lot more we could work with. I got about 5% there. I did 7% on a previous run that unfortunately didn't record. But so you're looking at, I was ranging about 4 to 7% damage with Jedi Master Luke on this squad with some very average mods. So, and then on the phase 4, it's the same strategy, guys. We're doing the exact same thing here. And again, I was debating who I was wanting to call to assist. That was the big thing I was playing around with. I only got a few turns to try this on, but yeah, I was kind of debating which I wanted, and what I ended up doing was, if he had low turn meter, I was calling Hermit Yoda. If he had higher turn meter, I was calling Jedi Master Luke. And the reason, if he has high turn meter, so like right now, okay, not Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Luke. Jedi Knight Luke was dazed, so I couldn't call Jedi Knight Luke, so I called Gas because he does a decent amount of damage. But if he's at high turn meter, then it doesn't matter if he gains 30% turn meter. If that's going to be wasted anyways, then yeah, call somebody that can get a little extra damage in there. Because at lower turn meter, I wanted to not hit him again. But again, is that right? I don't really know. As we go further in this, we'll optimize strategies. Maybe this might even not be your ideal team. Again, I don't want this to come across as a guide. I just want this to come across as kind of giving you guys an idea of what things might look like, and kind of help guilds plan, because this raid takes so much guild coordination, and I absolutely hate it. I think it's ridiculous, because getting, okay, this is going to do 3% damage. We're at about 3% damage in phase 4. So if you want to bypass all of these extra steps, so every 20% damage you do to the Rancor, he increases his speed and offense. So the most efficient way to play this is to have everybody, not necessarily everybody, but a large chunk of people do their runs at the same time, and then you post the damage, and all that damage adds up at once. So everybody's hitting the first 20%, and you don't have to hit the final 80% or so. But even if you got down to 85% or so, and then had a bunch of people do 3% damage, you still need, what, 30 people? 25, 30 people to hit at once, and coordinating that is a nightmare, so I kind of hate it. But anyways, again, these were the mods. You can see Jedi Master Luke didn't even have full sets, because he was actually modded for health, and I just kind of threw some random protection mods on there to increase his protection to around 100k. Everybody else was just the mods that happened to be there. I wasn't going to, this was not my account. I was not going to play with the mods and spend a lot of time there, so I just went with on it. You can see Jedi Knight Luke doesn't even have much speed. He's obviously set to run as a leader. You'd want a lot more speed on there, but it's basically mod guys for speed or damage. So anyways, thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys.